Stop calling it bad luck. England didn't just lose to Argentina, they surrendered to their own historical cowardice. 5 straight tournaments, 5 identical scripts. In 2018, they scored early against Croatia, panicked, and stopped playing ball. Euro 2020, same exact thing. Scored in 2 minutes against Italy, retreated into their own box, and choked on penalties. In 2022, they completely froze under the lights against France. And 2024, they made history as the first team to lose back to back Euro finals because they played absolutely terrified against Spain. Today against Argentina in the 2026 semi-finals, Thomas Tuchel picked up the exact same pen and wrote the exact same tragic ending. Score early, panic, and park the bus. The mainstream media calls it a curse, but the data proves it is chronicle tactical cowardice. England have completed fewer than 15 passes under pressure in the final 20 minutes of every single tournament elimination they have suffered since 2018. They don't get beaten, they actively stop playing. Are you completely sick of the excuses yet? Hit the comments right now. Is this squad mentally broken, or is the white shirt just too heavy for this generation? Let's talk about why it keeps happening. Let's break down point number 1. The absolute terror of keeping the ball when it matters most. Everyone blamed Gareth Southgate for years, right? They said a world-class elite tactician like Thomas Tuchel would unlock this team's true potential. Yet, look at the 75th minute today. England are level, Argentina are pushing, and what does Tuchel do? He drops an extra centre back on, retreats into a low block, and practically begs Argentina to attack them. You cannot spend 30 minutes defending the edge of your own box against world champions and expect to survive. It's the exact same tactical paralysis we saw against Croatia and Russia, against Italy at Wembley, and against Spain in 2024. Wait, here is the real twist that nobody is talking about. It is not just a manager problem, it's a profile problem. England's midfield completely vanishes the moment opposition turns up the press intensity. Today, Declan Rice and the midfield pivot completed just 14 passes under pressure in the second half. 14. When the stakes get sky high, England's technical security completely evaporates, forcing the front line to feed on absolute scraps. Which brings us to the biggest reason why England chokes every single time. The deep psychological scaring that triggers a collective systemic panic. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. The minute an elite opponent puts them under pressure in a semi-final or a final, the shirt look like they weigh 100 pounds each. If you think that's a stretch, look at this next statistic. In the last 5 major tournaments eliminations, England have conceded the decisive goal after the 80th minute or in extra time, every single time. They are not getting outplayed over 90 minutes, they are collapsing under the sheer psychological weight of historical failure. You can visibly see the panic set in. The touches gets heavier, the passing lanes narrow, and a squad worth over €1 billion suddenly look like an amateur Sunday league team trying to hold on to a lead. Remember what I promised in the intro? That this wasn't bad luck. Today proved it beyond a shadow of a doubt. When Argentina pressed, England didn't just lose a football match, they lost their absolute identity. They stopped playing ball and started playing survivor. And in the semi-finals of a World Cup, survival mode is a death sentence. Ultimately, England will never win a major trophy until they stop running away from the ball the second the pressure gets real. Watch out for the post-match press conference. Tuchel will blame individual errors, but the real issue is systemic fear. This team doesn't lose to the opposition, they lose to their own ghosts. Thanks for rocking with Soccer Mates. Did Tuchel ruin this team today? Or is England simply cursed? Let me know in the comments right now and let's argue.